All right, bros, here we are again. Beautiful morning, just got off work. I almost just walked with my shirt off, but we got to get our 80-pound ruck in, so hopefully it's sunny tomorrow. Well, maybe we'll just go on a longer walk with our shirt off tomorrow, but I did forget my watch, but I know exactly where 3 miles is from last time, so it won't be an issue. Beautiful day, looking forward to it. 34 hours fasted, and feeling absolutely amazing. You know, it took that 2-week period. Glad I did it. I primed my body. Instincts were right on key. And we're ready to rock and roll. Everything's starting to click. Bro, my neck is about to get yoked as fuck from all this rucking I'm about to do. Not that it's not already big, but bro, this is like a constant pause squat on my neck and traps. This shit is crazy. It makes sense now why you see these bros that ruck a lot and they're fucking yoked like crazy up top. These straps sitting on those traps, pulling all my neck muscles. It's like I said, feels like a constant pause squat on my neck. So, yeah, we just passed the 3/4 mile mark. Feeling good. Legs and everything, calves are, I would say definitely my traps and my calves are where I'm feeling it the most. It's really the only place I'm feeling it, actually. But, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look how fucking gorgeous that is, bro. Whew. Whew. Like 68 degrees right now. Unbelievable. I hope it's as beautiful where y'all are at. Whew. This is crazy, bros. My traps are screaming at me right now. Especially on my left side. That's wild. Traps and up my sides of my neck, back of my neck. I'm telling y'all, dude, my neck's about to grow an inch the next fucking little bit of time. This is wild. Yeah, we're a little past a mile, about 1.25 miles. So anyways, like I said, I know exactly where 1.5 miles is, aka 3 miles, because gotta walk back. So we got to keep telling this up here. We've only got another 1/4 mile to go. All right, what's up, bros? Here we are, 1.5 miles. 3 miles. I love that trick. It's such an amazing magic trick. See, you just got to walk 1.5 miles. Nope, you got to actually walk 3 miles. Whew. Here we are, right at an hour. Whew, oh man. Damn, bros, I had to stop and rest for a second. Whew. Well, I was fine that first mile, then it just started to slowly creep, man. Whooping my ass. Ooh, like Chris Farley came back from the grave and about the king salmon to slap the shit out of my ass. Some Beverly Hills ninjutsu shit. Ooh. Holy shit, bros. On that final stretch. Ooh. Got about 1/2 mile left. Damn. Ooh. But you know what? This is as primal and basic as it gets. Walking, fasted, carrying heavy shit. At the end of the day, that's what humans were designed to do. And what we do better than just about any animal on the fucking planet. Ooh. This is how I know this is a perfect distance. Because we're in that final 1/4 mile. And I don't want to do it, bro. Ooh. Man. Whew. Glad I did it, and this is a routine thing, and I love it. I mean, I'd do this over jogging any day of the week. Fuck running. Man, whoo, whoop my ass. Whoo, in a good way. You know, like a sweet thing way. Like, hey, sweet thing. Yeah, that thing. Whoo. Oh, sweet Jesus, we made it, bros. Oh, my traps. Oh, neck, upper back, everything. I'm feeling it everywhere now. Ooh. 3 miles was brutal. Ooh. But I like it. I love it. Brutal in a good way. Oh, but I want to get this thing off. Oh. Ooh, here we go. 3 miles down. That whooped my ass. Oh, my traps and neck hurt. I'm ready to get this off. Ooh. All right. Ooh. Oh. Oh, yeah. Woo. Oh, shit. shit. Oh. Holy shit. Let's check our trap pump. Look at that. Look at that glistening, sweaty shirt. I'd say that's a nice little trap pump. Woo! Woo! Let's go, baby. 35 hours fasted. 80-pound, 3-mile walk. Woo! You know what's crazy? I've done 152 workouts in 9 months. I just realized that looking at my YouTube. I didn't even know. I posted 152 videos. That is mind-blowing. Holy shit, bros. Let's go. All right, bros. Well, the pool, unfortunately, was closed. And it's actually, thankfully, it's been closed for maintenance for like 2 weeks. And it opens on Monday. But I went ahead and played basketball. I didn't get any film of it just because my phone was in the car and I just brought a towel and shorts in there. But anyways, yeah, I played basketball for 30 minutes. Kept my heart rate up to between 130, 140. Let me show you. So there we go. You can see the spike, 142. And then you can see that dip. That's when I took it off. And then that's where I was in the sauna, where it goes back up. So I was in the sauna for about 15 minutes. 60 hours fasted, some good cardio. My eyes are even a little bloodshot. And we weren't just standing around, we were running around doing full. I actually was getting pissed off because I wasn't making any threes. So I started actually doing some jump shots. That's where that heart rate spiked to 142. That got it up more than me running like from hoop to hoop doing layups. Dude, I just doing I did like 15 back-to-back actual jump threes, started draining them. I want all this this confusion's driving me bonkers, which that's my fault. It's not y'all's fault, it's my fault. You know, it ain't y'all's responsibility to keep this shit up. It's my responsibility to make sure y'all are up to date. Oh, fucking Hornet. No, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. Fucking bitch. Like I said, if I can see them, I'm fine. Those motherfuckers catch me off guard, man. I fell into a nest of them when I was 3 of ground hornets in Alaska. My whole body looked like I had chicken pox. I had so many stings, so. I try not to kill them, though. I try not to kill something unless I have to. That hornet was pissed. I was about to fuck that hornet up. All right, bros. So this is how we're going to break our fast. Now, we don't have bone broth. We didn't have enough bones, plus the timing, it just made it awkward. But we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to simulate it. You know the main thing that makes bone broth good is this right here, collagen. Now, obviously, there's other stuff in there, but the main thing that makes it so beneficial is that collagen protein. And with your microbiome and all that in your stomach and all that, it wakes it up. And then, yeah, so take some regular broth. Yes, this isn't the best broth in the world, but it's what I had available, so. Boom, you pour your broth. Boom. Salt, a good amount of salt. Boom. Heat this up to hot, which for me in this microwave is about 4 minutes, and then add your collagen. Here we go. It's nice and hot. And you just add your collagen. And I'm going to add 3 scoops, which is 12 grams of protein. Boom. And this is basically very similar now to bone broth. If you're in a pinch and you want to simulate bone broth, this is the best way. And it tastes pretty good too, as long as your collagen's decent. I mean, there's some really nasty collagen proteins I've found, but this one tastes pretty damn good. Mixed in this broth. Oh yeah, a little more salt and we're good. So that's how you make some homemade janky bone broth in a pinch. And this is what 4 pounds of chicken legs looks like, aka about 240 grams of protein and 120 grams of fat. All right, bros, for all those that are actually interested in paying attention, this is important if you want to understand what's going on. So as you know, yesterday we went to the gym, played basketball for 30 minutes. Our heart rate was between 120 and 140 the entire time, peaking into the 150s. You saw that? And then we sat in the sauna for 15 minutes. And what we did is it was like right at noon, and we were 62 hours or so. Well, we're actually like 64 hours fasted. Whatever, 62, 63 hours fasted. So we were, instead of getting up at early to go test, because this place closed at 8, we have to be at work at 10. We usually get up about 9:30 because we take a shower before we go to sleep. So we just get up, boom, go to work. So I was going to get up at like 7:30 to go get this test before they closed at 8. But since I was already there and working out and I was tired and I just wanted to sleep, obviously played basketball pretty hard and sauna. And then so I went and did it, but that was right after that. So went in there, got the test. And so what I did is I went to work, did exactly what I thought, planned on. As you saw, made our little ghetto bone broth, which is broth and collagen. Had that. A couple hours later, had 4 pounds of chicken legs. Beautiful. Okay? Went and got a test as soon as it opened at 10 o'clock this morning. And now, this is what I was expecting. So, these in-body tests are I'm too big or something for short turnarounds. I think the value in these are going to be in long terms. And this right here is going to be the key. These tests are only going to be accurate if this number is near each other. Because that's what I've noticed. Because I got all of them. I've been saving them. These are like half of all the ones that I've taken. Okay, because I wanted to understand, because that test I took yesterday, was saying that in 3 days of doing, because the first day I did those hill rucks, Bulgarian bag swings. Okay, that was fasted. Second day, I rucked 3 miles with 80 pounds. And then yesterday, I played basketball for 30 minutes and sat in the sauna. That test I took yesterday told me that I lost like 9 pounds of skeletal mass and gained, it was like 4 or 5 pounds of fat. Okay, it's impossible. That's just fucking impossible. Okay, and then so I went in there and the body water, was way down, 172. So the body water was only, and it still didn't make sense, because it said I only lost 3/4 of a pound of fat in that whole fast, which is just, I know that's impossible. Okay, it's just impossible. So I went back this morning, and all I had was those chicken legs, and then boom, and then we gained back right at 4 pounds, because we were 449 point something, we were 454, and then we went from 136.2 to 141 skeletal mass in 24 hours. Okay, impossible. We dropped 1.4% body fat in that 24 hours, and that's actual fat mass. We had 216.2 pounds of body fat. This is where it was fucking with my head for a minute, because I didn't think it was going to misread the body fat. And then this morning, right now, I got 212. So, and then like, here's what I'm talking about. Okay? Can you see that? Yeah. I'll zoom in maybe. So right here, this was yesterday's. 172 pounds of, like, the dry lean mass, there's body fat, weight. This was just now. 179 water. This is after only 4 chicken legs. 63 pounds dry lean mass. And then body fat, 4 pounds less. Weight is 4 point, whatever, we'll just say that's 5 point. That's 4.7, we'll just call it 5 pounds. Okay. Skeletal mass was 136. Boom, look at that. I magically put on 5 pounds of skeletal mass in 24 hours. Woo. Okay, body fat, and I magically dropped 4 pounds of body fat. That's only relevant in long periods of time. These weeklies it's not making. I'm gonna still keep doing them just for the data. But as far as like it meaning anything, I'm not gonna put it. I mean, there's no point. It's confusing everybody. It even confused me. You know, I was actually stressed out all night about that because that really pissed me off because that made no sense. And at the end of the day, I don't care what the results are. I just want to know what the fuck is going on. That's all that really matters to me. And so the only consistent thing I've found is that body water. If the tests body water are similar, then the results are similar. I also think with carbs so it's been nagging in my head, but I've been ignoring it because I didn't want to change. I didn't want to, flip anything. I just wanted to kind of do it. But you know what? I'm not going to spin my wheels. Because according to that, I'm basically the same as I didn't really change anything. Well, you're not going to see much change in a week. Even someone as big as me, I mean, maybe an ounce of muscle, right? Or 2 ounces of muscle, and I'll lose maybe a pound of fat, 2 pounds of fat at the most. So, this 4-3 diet needs to be ketovore. Like, there needs to not be carbs, so that way my body is just burning fat all the time. I do not want it burning carbs for fuel. And that's been nagging at me, and I've been ignoring it. So you know what? I'm going to listen. And I know this last week I felt better than I have ever felt. I've never lifted in a surplus. I don't even know how my body's going to respond to a surplus. I know that eating like 7,000 calories on all for basically my entire life, I had a hard cap at 5:30 and literally no activity. So what happens when I just eat? I'm going to eat. So what I'm going to do is for the next 21 days. So with carbs, I think the key is you need to space it out. You need to extend the period and then a harder fast. So what I'm going to do is go 21 days eating like I've been the last 3 weeks because something's happening. You see, like, look at this. Okay, and that's how I've judged it. Noticed it. So this is like the first thing I noticed. You go back to my very first fast video and I do the crucifix, I freak the fuck out. Okay, just looking at my arm, there's so much more definition to that. So whatever this says, I'm fucking making because I see it. And that's what I put on Instagram, and I think that's why they do good because it's just organic, like, holy shit, this is dope moments. Okay, and then the next thing is my tricep. I mean, you can talk shit all you want. You can see that. I don't even have to edit it. Lighting sucks, and you can see that tricep popping. Okay, and all that. And this, I don't have carbs in me or anything. I just had chicken legs. Okay, so look at that. There's no workout. That's no pump. That's just walking around. So I noticed that starting to like a month ago. Okay, I noticed that was first. And then quads started to pop. My traps really started to pop. And then just this morning, I noticed this. When I flex, look at that. Right there. You see that? That crease, you see those muscles? You can actually see my whole shoulder cap. Look at that. That is so, if you look at my arms compared to just a couple weeks ago, that's crazy. Okay, so some shit's happening. So when I flex and move, you can see my muscles. Look at that. You can see my triceps. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I am changing. I don't give a fuck what that stupid test says. And these changes have accelerated since I started eating 5,000 calories. So I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to do this shit for 21 days. And I'm going to do more cardio than I've ever done. And I'm going to fucking do harder workouts than I've ever done. I just joined the gym. We're going to start going crazy. I'm going to work my ass off. And I'm going to go hard on cardio. And I'm going to see how my body responds. Because I know I have not gained any body fat since I've been eating these 5,000 calories. Of course, I'm doing the 3-day fast. But that's too quick of a turnaround with carbs. So I'm going to go 21 days at 5,000 calories, juicing up the cardio and going as hard as I can with the workouts and doing rucking and all that, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 3-day, I'm going to flip into keto for 3 days for day 22, 23. Yeah, for day 22, 23, and 24. Okay, I'm going to flip into keto, and then I'm going to do a 111-hour fast. And that's the only way I could think to really, and I'll test that against the last 111-hour fast I did. And then that will give me, boom. I mean, and that's just, because I really want to know this, and that's why it's important to me. And it's I don't really care. I wouldn't take these tests if it wasn't important for the science, because I see. That's all I need. I don't give a shit what that says. You know what I'm saying? I'm 46.6 motherfucking percent body fat. You can call it whatever you want. That's some gangster shit. I've only been lifting 9 months. Look at that shit. I'm proud of that. I don't fuck the test. But I want the test because I want to understand it and I want to be able to share it. And I mean it. You know, I'm sure some scientist probably laughs and cackles at me. I don't give a shit. But I really mean that. Like, this is real science to me. And so the data is important. And unfortunately, this is all I have access to. Unless I drive to Bismarck to go get fucking DEXA scans that are $100, plus if my car breaks down, I'm fucked. So this is what I have to work with. And, but at the end of the day, that is how I tell. That's crazy. And that is just from a couple weeks. Like, that was not like that, even like close to like that 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to see how my body responds to these 5,000 calories. And then, see, you can even see that on my right side. And this is my fat side. Right? You can even see that shit on my, so my body is fucking changing. Okay? And, so I'm just going to see what happens. And then, but what I am saying, so anyone who's still watching and didn't get triggered and clicked off, what I am saying is that I'm going to be 350 pounds by by May of 2025. I've already said that. And what I'm going to do, and so from November, which will be 1 year from when I started this, to next May is right at exactly 6 months. So I'm going to do whatever I do until November, which as of right now, I'm going to do this 30-day thing where 21 days of 5,000, flip into keto 3 days, a 111-hour fast. Okay? And then that gives me about 4 to 5 weeks after that. And then I'm 90% sure what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 4-3 like I'm doing now, but instead in ketovore, or maybe even carnivore. Okay, so my body is just constantly burning fat. It's not flipping between glucose because that takes time. And a 7 day is 4 days eating carbs, 3 days fasting. That's too quick of a turnaround. And my body, it's not. It needs more time. Maybe 11 and 3 would work, but I'm just gonna say screw it. I'm just gonna do this lean, this mini bulk main gain. I think 5,000 for me if I'm doing the equivalent of a 3 mile good brisk walk of cardio at least 5 times a week, that's like main gaining for me. I may gain 1 or 2 pounds of fat in this whole 21 days if I do it right. I truly believe that. And this will be the first time where I'm actually trying to really pack on muscle. I'm eating in a surplus, I'm going hard, so I'm going to see how my body responds, right? Because if I decide to do strongman, I need to do this shit anyways. And it's just good for this. I cannot explain to you how amazing the last week felt up here. Because I was not binging, it wasn't even half because 5,000 calories is dieting for me. And really, at the end of the day, it's just not eating any fries if I have a burger, not having chips if I have a sandwich, and going way easy on the mayonnaise and shit. Just those 3 type of things, is that's it. That's where all the extra shit, that's the extra 2,000 or 3,000 calories I was always eating. And it just felt amazing. I cannot explain to you how much confidence I got last week from that, of just being able to eat. Like, I'm going to do it because this whole thing is a journey. It's not just about losing fat. I got to heal this. There's 35 years of bullshit that I got to heal. And a lot of that trauma, serious trauma is stored in this fat. So this isn't some linear fucking thing, right? That's when I reacted to Simone's fucking video. It was like, this is like literally, I meant that legendary transformation and all that, but I wouldn't do that. And, because if I crashed like that without learning how to live like that first, I would want to freak out. This is my body armor. This has literally saved my life multiple times. I'll talk about that but I literally would have died if I wasn't as big as I am. This is fucking body armor. It has saved my life multiple times. I'm durable. It protects me. I've been hit, just ran over. Look, dude. So there's a lot of attachment to this, and I have to learn. So there's a lot of mental health shit that goes into this. I just don't talk about it as much because there's a weird victim fucking stigma around mental health. And I'm not a fucking victim. I'm blessed beyond measure. And so I just don't want that strange, I don't want that, you know what I mean? Like, I want that energy around my shit right now. But my metabolism's cranking. Look how much I'm sweating just sitting here talking. I have a fucking puddle. You know, that's fucking, my metabolism is cranking. You know what I mean? So I'm going to see what happens. And then we're going to see what happens. And then, like I said, one way or another, from November to May is fucking 100 pounds in 6 months. I claimed I could do it, so I'm going to do it. And you know what? I bet you I build at least 2 or 3 pounds of legit muscle over the next month doing what I'm about to do. And that's going to be the little bit of muscle I sacrifice in that fucking journey. And it's going to be overall recomposition, right? As long as we keep our shit above 130, because that's the lowest we've ever tested was like 128. So as long as we keep our shit above 130, our skeletal mass, then this whole thing is a recomp. But obviously I don't want to just, do some technical bullshit. Like I want it to be a legit fucking recomp. And that's what we're doing. So if you're here for this, the crazy fucking weight loss, come back in November, be ready to rock. If you're here for just the whole journey, or you're here to just see me go crazy and lift some heavy ass weights more than I ever have, work out harder than I ever have, actually do legit cardio at least 5 times a week, like, then what's up? I'll see you tomorrow. This is after only 2 weeks of eating in the surplus combined with fasting. You ready? Bam! Look at that arm. Look at that arm. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You can see look at that. You can see my delt. Look at that. This is unpumped. And this is raw and unpumped. Look at that. My delt, you can see my delt cap. You can see my tricep. Look at that. 46.6% body fat. Look at that. Ain't that some crazy shit, bros? Boom. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that fucking tank, bro. Boom. That's a fucking cannon, bro. Ooh, that's like a fucking 200 millimeter about to blow the asshole out of an Abrams tank, bro. Bang. Ooh. Look at that. You ready? Ready? Bang. Ooh. Look at that.